Fred. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I'm 64 years old. I live in Concord, Mass. here. I broke my neck about 40-some years ago, and for most of my life I've been either in a wheelchair or a motorized stretcher to get around. I've got a wife and a son and two sort of adopted sons from my current significant other, my love of all time. After I broke my neck, came home from the rehab center, I finished up high school and went on to University of Illinois, where I got my bachelor's, master's, and PhD in psychology. From there, I worked at IBM for about 3 years. I started a halfway house for young disabled adults, co-founded the Boston Center for Independent Living, worked at Tufts England Medical Center as Director of Research and Training in the Department of Rehabilitation Medicine, and at the Urban Institute, a think tank in Washington, D.C. I got involved in advocacy over the internet, and if it were 40 years ago, I would have been a bit bored silly reading the newspaper and watching TV. But with the internet, I was able to communicate with thousands of people at once with just a click of a couple of buttons. I went on to work on the presidential campaigns of recent years and worked with the people in the White House dealing with disability policy. One of the coolest was working with the White House and some other people to assure that President Franklin D. Roosevelt's statue portrayed him in the wheelchair. Some members of the family had fought it. Most of them thought it was very appropriate. But successfully getting that portrayed in a statue is going to affect millions of people. Helping to get the Americans with Disabilities Act passed was another huge item. I ran the computer network that sent the action alerts out to the community. It brought 5,000 people to the White House for the signing of the bill. It was the largest gathering on the White House lawn for something like that in history.
Fred, I've also heard that you've gotten some awards for the advocacy that you've done.
Yeah, there are about 40 overall, but there are two that stand out. One is the United States JCs each year awards 10 people their 10 Outstanding Young American Award, or outstanding contribution to the lives of Americans. It's an award that Henry Kissinger, Ralph Nader, President John Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Dick Nixon all received. And in '79, I received it, much to my surprise. Then the other award is the Henry Betts Award, which came with a $50,000 prize to do with as I please. The technology, though, is what we're here to talk about. With the help of assistive technology, I'm able to be at home alone with no help pretty much 90% of the day.
How did you figure out how to motorize your bed?
I got a computer-assisted design software, and that let me design the stretcher and motor and so forth. Instead of being stuck in one place in one room in a hospital bed, that I could literally drive pretty much all through the house.
So you can take it outside as well?
Yeah, I've been up to Nantucket and Maine.
I noticed that you have mirrors on the ceiling. What are those for?
I like to know who I'm running over. I don't want to run over people. They're usually quick enough to get out of the way. They help me see when I'm moving around in the bed or when I'm trying to reach something. I can just look straight up and see what I'm reaching for.
What kind of games do you like to play?
Scrabble's the favorite.
So how do you play? You look in the mirror. Hey, does that mean that you have to do it upside down and backwards?
Yeah.
Pretty good. You've done a lot of great things. What would you say is your most significant accomplishment?
My son. He's just a wonderful, amazing 40-year-old kid. Best friend in many ways. We did a lot of stuff together with computer games, rooting for the Red Sox. Just a wonderful son.
What would you say to kids that have disabilities today? Do you have any words of wisdom to share with them?
Yeah. Each of us has a choice of how we view our situation. Choose how you view yourself and how you want others to see you. And they can see you as a prisoner or a precedent. It's up to you to choose, though. You always have the freedom inside your head to decide who you're going to be and how you're going to react to the funny, strange, pitying, whatever attitudes a lot of able-bodied people have. You'll always have that freedom no matter what else.